All right, guys, what's happening? Sorry, I just watched something funny. SmartHelping.com live financial modeling stream here. So, a couple things. I finished up the equipment rental integration over the weekend and posted that and did the overview video. You can see that. I think let's see, it's third from the top on templates, popular templates, and the upgrade. You can see all the stuff there. Basically, I just did the distribution and executive summary, a couple checks. So that's finished. So we've done the SaaS integration, equipment rental, and franchisor licensing. We're now moving on. Today, today we're doing two things. One, after using this three-statement model integration, I've realized we got to update this with some things. And just to make life easier for integrations, it's not any of the logic or math that's being updated. So we'll do that, and then we're going to start on the website or app recurring revenue model. Uh, and this is kind of my second. So the SaaS model I've did last week, at the beginning of last week, was my very first attempt at a SaaS model. This is the second, and you'll see as we go through this all the different things that were added. It's much more granular. We now have detailed OpEx, um, a lot of different things for cost of goods sold. It's got sensitivities on the main revenue drivers, price, churn. Actually, you could do price, churn, conversions, conversion from traffic to free, and traffic growth rate. And you could adjust all those between excellent, better, best, bad, and worst, and it'll update the whole model. So this is the first time I try to integrate that logic as well. Before I get into all of this stuff, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Those are free ways you could just help support me. If you want to monetarily help support the stream, you can join the channel. Uh, Shout out to the new members, Human AI or Human I don't know how to say it, joined. And then we got our three that have been here for a while, Troy, Jeffrey, and what was the other one? Something 5,000. I can't remember the name of that. PJ 5,000 or something. Thank you guys for supporting. Much appreciated. And keep doing what we're doing here. Let me do a quick sound check. Remember to feel free to check out smarthelping.com for hundreds of templates. I've got a lot of startup models for a lot of different industries, a lot of real estate specific stuff, a lot of general cash flow waterfalls with hurdles and a bunch of advanced logic. We've got SaaS, um, some stuff for a lot of different stuff for lending. What am I doing here? YouTube. Check the sound, check the video real quick. Hope everyone's having a great Monday. Test. Okay, sounds working. Good. Just read an email real quick. Okay, great. So, in general, the templates, the startup models I build are they're designed for um, startup and operating assumptions, cash flow, like a P&L. I am now what I'm doing, adding a three-statement model and adding a cap table. It's getting more robust as far as what it reports based on the assumptions. But really, the main value of all of these startup models is that I try to make the configurations as flexible as possible and have the ability to account for as many assumptions as possible, which is better, for number one, the operators to understand what the business and potential growth, and also to show to investors what the revenue and profits potentially could be based on XYZ factors, which is all the assumptions. And then all my models are specific to the business it's for. Obviously, industry specific templates um, are focused on drivers that are specific to that. So it's not like everything's the same as you're going to see as we go through all these, or if you watch the videos on SmartHelping. So enough talking. Let's get down to it. I don't know how long I'm streaming for today. So first things first, update to the base three-statement model. This is what I'm using to make all the integrations easier to do. And we're going to update first the coloring on this. So this was before I started doing the blue, the dark blue. And is that the right color? I can barely see. Let me zoom in. Not in Google Sheets. I got to go here. Let me see if that helped. I think that's not the right color. I'm colorblind, but I can kind of know. Oh, that's it. That's it. Okay, zoom back out here. So this is the colors we want. Everything that's editable is going to be blue text with light yellow. That's the first update we got to do. The second thing I'm doing to this is we're going to update this logic to be blank if the, let's say you wanted this to just be a 3-year forecast instead of a 5-year, or let's say we're doing a 10-year. I do not like it going blank if it's past it. I think it's the dates and years and stuff should just go out into, if you're doing a 5-year, it should go out to 5. And if you want to go 3, that's fine. The numbers should stop after the 3rd year or the 36th month. But the dates here up top should just go, because it creates actually a lot of annoyances when you're using it. So, and it's hard to tell. I thought it was a good idea when I first built this, but now using it, actually using this how people would most likely use it to integrate into their models they already have, that's annoying. So I'm going to update that today after we do this formatting. But other than that, I mean, this has made integrations very easy. I didn't know how many I was going to be able to do per week, like 1 or 2, maybe 3. This is allowing me to do, well, last week we did 2, and it depended on the model being integrated, but that was a pretty good, I felt like, you know, that was good, and it's only going to get faster because I've got a lot of templates to get through, like 60 or 70, and I could do about 2 weeks, so 35 weeks, whatever timing that is. That's about what we're looking at for time on this. Now, I might do some other templates if I get ahead of schedule, or if I feel like I've done a lot for the week and I have time. I might do something cool if I find something cool to model. I might add that. But basically, the streams are going to consist of what we've been doing the past couple weeks. Oh shoot, let me make sure I can see my chat streaming if there's anybody there. Let's minimize this a little bit. So far, we've had somebody say thanks in the chat and somebody say tech. So it's not been that eventful. I'm sure if we can grow this stream, it will get better. But either way, I got to do this work, so I'm just streaming it for potentially gaining a broader audience for financial modeling. Alrighty. So that's all we got to do for that. Now let's get rid of this stupid blank logic, and then we'll start on our integration to the website recurring revenue or app recurring revenue model. All right, so first, oh, and also we're going to update this logic. So for the year calculation, we just want to go round up equals the actual year C or month C4 divided by 12. Oh wait, no. 12 divided by C4. Nope, I always forget. C4 divided by 12. Okay, so that's, make sure that, yep, okay, that was right. Right formula. For these dates, well, actually, that's just going to be model specific, so I'm not going to update that on the template. Now here, all I want to do is this plus 1. Literally simple. No need to do any checking to see if anything else is blank. Just goes for 60 months. The date, get rid of that. In the front there, all we got to do is we don't need any of this. All I need to do is edate 1, start month, and 1 month next. And you'll notice why I have tab names at the bottom. None are single word names. And that's very important when you're integrating into other workbooks and copying and pasting, because it's going to keep that, and then you can do a find replace and replace the workbook name with nothing. And then you have the new workbook that you transfer everything to has all the references ready to go, and you don't have to do any fixing there, which is, it makes the integrations better, quicker. Again, this is going to be edate 12. And if you don't want to see the extra numbers over here, like if you're just doing a 3-year or something, or if it's a 10-year model and you're just doing 5, you just delete the columns you're not using. All right. Dang it. I thought I referenced. So this can just reference the monthly income statement on everything. Same thing on the cash flow statement. Just reference this. It's all the same timing. Okay, so that's much harder to break if you're using this, and it's just cleaner. So that's the first thing. And now I need to go through. Let's check, see if we messed anything up. If I make this stop, let's say a year earlier. Let's see what happens. I'm assuming we could have some errors, but I'm not sure. Okay, so that all stopped. That's good. This is okay. Good, good, good. That looks fine. Let's check the annual. Good. Monthly. Now here's where we might have something. Oh, now this stopped in August of 2022. Oh, that's just debt repayment. Okay, yeah, so here's our issue. So this was relying on, yep, if A5 was blank, and we don't want that logic. We want to say, all we want to look for is, so we're getting rid of this and just saying if the date is greater than the exit month and month. And see, we keep C5 and C6 are used a lot. So whenever I put the whenever I do the control tab for a new one, C5 and 6 always have to be start and end month. It makes the integration way easier. So if it's greater than that, then simply zero out. Otherwise, do this. We have to do that here too. I really honestly feel like almost like a restoration expert because a lot of the work I do is kind of like this, like upgrading templates, fixing things, making it clean. Okay, now we should be able to drag this on over. And we zero out on the exit month. Yep. Now this here, same thing. No more blank logic. Come on, click in there. Okay, these are all the same. Just make sure nothing changes. No, shoot. Dang it. So why? So these should all be the same. So what happened? Ah, I see. I need to lock this. Let's try it again. There we go. Good. Now drag this over. It should stop on our last month. What? If BK5, which is December 2024, greater than C6, which it is, then 0. So what's going on here? Okay, so it's taking the alternative. So that's weird. If I bring in the C6, this should be true. December 2024 is greater than December 2023, right? Okay. So what? Sometimes this happens. It's crazy. I'm missing a little detail or something. If BK5, oh no, it was off by one. Hold on. I was out by one. That makes sense then. Yep. So this. Oh wait, no, no, no. Hold on. Yep. Yep. That needs to be C. There's always little things like that can go wrong. You just gotta at least have the proper checks in place. And obviously, we know that should have been 0. Um, so all this should be just zeroed out after the end month. Actually, we gotta do this on the second month. And my paste here, okay, this is not good. I need to make sure now. Is this off by one? No, this is C. Hold on. What? D. Oh, because I pasted the one from one column over. It'll never be the end month and month one, so this can just be equal to that. Okay, so cash D, that's fine. C, C, C. Now this is C. Now this is D. Just make sure it ends. Okay, good. Get that corner. Got it. What else we gotta fix? That's this will, it just, let's update this loan schedule so it technically will go out further. So we can make sure it's not going to if it shouldn't. Yeah, so this has got to be, and technically we'd be paying this off if the end date is December 2023 and we're doing a payoff. We just put this at December 2023. And then that payoff would show up in the principal balance. Okay, looks good. Just this final update to the common stock stuff, and we are good to go on this part. First month does not matter. hoping I can just drag this down. Yep, good. Now this one has to have logic in it. Okay, good. And then retained earnings looks like that's the last one. This is a much cleaner way to do dynamic stop months, and when you have to have that, and I like that in all the templates because it gives a lot of flexibility around the timing of things and just makes it more usable. So balance sheet monthly looks good. Income statement, that all looks fine. This can just be sums. We don't need on the income statement annual here. No need for this at all. Now curious, that should have stopped. Oh, because these are hard coded in. Right, so you would just not have. You wouldn't have data for year 5 if you were not doing a year 5 forecast. So that's completely fine. This just needs to be a sum calc. The annual is just rolling up the monthly, so you don't really need any logic here, just a sum ifs. Real simple. Okay, looks good. And again, if you were doing it for 4 years, you simply, because the income statement is hard where you're putting in a lot of the financial data for whatever forecast you're doing, you would just not have data in that last year if you were not going to, if you're only doing 4 years or whatever the month is that you're ending. All right, we're getting there, guys. We are getting there. Remove this. This looks fine. I'll have to update the cash flow statement for that to go right. Good. So we can just drag this down. I know this is frustrating to get through. It's not that entertaining, but that's the grind of this sometimes. I mean, luckily, um, it's not like I did, 30 models with this. I only did a couple. Oh, shoot. Why are those numbers different? Oh, this is accumulation, so can't drag it from the beginning. Okay, perfect. Let's get the cash flow statement going and then we're done with this. Okay, so really we only need to, so this is plain income statement, which is already zeroed out. This is, just needs a blank out, blank out. Yeah, okay, okay. All right, let's pray. We just drag these over and we're all good. Taxes, why is that a value error? Ah, I didn't update it. There we go with this. These are just kind of annoying, but they're not necessarily, whatever, we'll just clear it out anyway. If you can always go more simple, then do it. If you don't need a formula or extra references, then just clear them out. Okay. That's fine. Okay, I think we're good here. Let me scroll over. Yeah, nothing's coming in after the end month. That's perfect. This value error should be fine since we're already just zeroing out anything that's referencing it. Cash flow annual, final thing, final statement. And we just got to clear out everything but the sum ifs. Oh, I also know while I'm doing these updates, if I do see a template like the base SAS template needed some extra things, but I will upgrade them right then and there if I feel like there's something that the template needed that I never did for whatever reason, or if I just, you know, there's all kinds of reasons why that could happen. Um, on the one we're doing today or starting today, there's none of that though. It's good how it is. We're just going to wrap it around with the cap table, three statement model, CapEx, startup costs are already there. So it'll be a pretty quick one. And it's not like we have to, like with the equipment rental, we had to extend the fixed asset schedule. We don't got to do any kind of tough integration like that. It's just going to be referencing the income statement and just making sure the summaries line up. Sorry about that noise. Let me remove the last parentheses so it doesn't do that. Almost done. All right. Well, that was crazy. I also want to highlight all these before I exit it because, let's see, we'll never need that, but this top part. So that when I go and integrate, I have all the stuff copied, pasted, ready to go. Oh, dang, owner's equity does have that value error, so we're going to have to fix that. That's okay though, it'll be just a matter of putting if error wrap around it. Holy cow, it's already 10:40. I did not think this was going to take 40 minutes to update. This will save more time in the long run, but it had to be done. All right, let's go over here. All we got to say is actually this other formula is easier to do. On a side note, my heater is ridiculous. We had the thing down to 60 67, I think, last night, and it was saying it was only like 64 in here, and it was just blowing and getting really hot. And now I've got it at 67, or it's like 68 or something, and it's like 80 degrees in here. I don't understand. And then we're gonna hope when we update this, and then we're gonna hopefully change the date to like a middle of the year. That's very uncommon, but I just want to make sure that doesn't break anything with this new formula. Okay, let's just drag this over. Good. Zeros. Looks good. Hopefully that carried through to the cash flow. Yep, it did. We're all balanced there. So re-highlight this. I never need any of that stuff. Okay, now the trick is, go these back to the top left. Trick is going to be, do we match when we update the date? All right, here we go. Let's try like a couple months in here. That's a good sign. That's not an error. Balance sheet. Oh my goodness, what's this coming from? So the monthly looks fine. I think see that half or partial year is messing up the annual balance sheet for some reason. This should be 0, not blank. Okay, let's go back over here. That fix it. Oh, now we're off. See that I knew there was gonna be something with a partial year because it's not. Let's see. So that's fine that these run out to the end of the model because they're just gonna be the same. Accumulated depreciation should just be summing up the monthly. So that I don't know why. So this is just sum up the total depreciation in the monthly. Right here. This if the year matches. That's a negative value on the balance sheet. And that's cumulative, so also add it over time. Okay. So we're out 608. So that's annoying. I think the monthly's fine. Yeah, the monthly's fine. Here's the issue. So balance sheet annual, I'm ending it like partially through 2023. Let's see if our cash, let's see what balances don't match at the end. 12,288, that matches 00, 12,288 for total assets. Okay. Nope, that's not accurate. Well, so 2024 should just be 0 because that's past the whole, I mean, it's not even into that. So I think both of these should be zeroed out. Right? On on the exit month we clear out depreciation, yeah. So this should be 0. And the way we would do that is say if end of month, comma this, and then the last month of the year 11. I think. Let's see. Let's think. End of month. So that should be December. If that is greater than the exit month, then 0. And see how that goes. Okay, good. Also, let's add up the last period ending depreciation amount. What? Oh, this plus. Okay, this plus has to be inside here. I believe. Yep. Okay, now it's only up by 105, so that's a small number. Probably could figure that out. So 12,288. Okay, good. Let's balance this. So we match there. Non-current liabilities 233. Also, we have to assume if we're doing this, if we're actually doing a real test, then there's going to be no operating expenses after that month, October 2023. I don't think that causes issue because we're zeroing out the aggregate if it's greater than the exit, so that's fine. Oh, 10:52. Shoot. I wanted to be, I did not want this to take this long. I mean, this stream might just be updating this and then um, we'll have to figure it out tomorrow. We'll get into the actual model update. I might be able to do a little bit. We'll see. All right, 12,288 matches. Long-term debt 233,505. Yep. Common stock 10,538. Yep. Retained earnings 1621. No. Okay, so that's obviously messed up because that should match. Again, I don't know why I'd make this complicated. This should just be sum ifs. Retained earnings. Here, and we actually only want to pull the last amount. Oh, I see. I see why this is tricky. Okay, so let's think about this. How do we pull the retained earnings when we're in a partial year? I'm sure that's what is causing this to be out. We are using some ifs in here, which is good. So 1621, and we're at on the monthly 1516. So that's why we're out. That makes, well, that's close. So what have we added? What are we missing, I guess you could say. Let's see, an income statement annual, is that doing anything weird? No, that's correct. Hmm. Really, we could just look at the balance sheet, the end of the year number. So here would be 242,397. See, it matches this. But when we're in a partial year, um, we can't just look at, we don't know what month we ended on. So actually, do we just go through, make the monthly, does this all stop? Yeah, shoot, it zeroes out. Hmm. Okay, I put an end year, that's good. I can just reference that, actually. So we'll just go simply equals number one, if the year of this and this period equals our exit year, then I know I want to index the retained earnings on the monthly. If match the end month with that. Okay, that's the first one. And then the other one is just simply otherwise index balance sheet monthly, retain earnings, double comma, and then match the month, match e-date or end of month. This comma, dang, I don't want to reference the whole thing. C5, comma 11. And no, not end of month, not end of month, not end of month. E-date this. Oh my goodness. Come on. C5, 11. So we're referencing December in here and pulling the amount. Okay. Lock this. Lock the global. Okay. Now we should be able to drag this over and be getting closer. Oh, that was it. Awesome. And then year 5, it doesn't even exist. So we don't need if e-date this, comma 11. So if the last month of that year is greater than, actually I don't want to do that here. We just need to zero these out. We'll just do it. Let's see, what are my subtotals? That's 0. Well, we could just let this go through if this is, where's my, uh, trying to think of the easiest way to make that just clean and zero out. I cannot believe it's been an hour. All right. Screw it. We'll just do the hard formula. So if e-date this, comma 11 is greater than exit on 0. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. I'm just trying to zero out the last year. I guess I could just do it at the asset level. I'm just going to do it if year of here is greater than the year of exit, then 0. That's the easiest way. Oh. What? Oh my god, I gotta lock this. Man, what a Monday. Okay, that should be foolproof. Zero out the assets, liabilities, same thing. And equity. Okay, because we're not even existing in year 5 in this case. Oh shoot, we're out by 30. What could that be? Hold on. 15, 16, 362. So that matches. What's out? The cash? 1288.017. Oh, that's right. What? 233. Let's check the 505. 505. 10, 538. It's 362. Total assets. Okay, so liabilities and equity are what's out. 288.047. Oh, wait, no. The the monthly we're at total owner's equity 12.054. Total equity 12.054. 542. 542. Liability owner equity is 12.288.047. Yep. And then assets 12.288.047. Okay, so we're out here. All right, let's go back up. Is it the cash? Hold on. No, that's 17. Oh, inventory. Our inventory is just gone. Um, why? I do not know. Also, I don't know how it's matching in all these other periods, unless it goes to zero at the end of each year, which could be the case, except for this partial one. Oh yeah, so see, it goes to zero. But in this case, we're partially ending it, so it's not zero. It should be this number. What we're going to do is the same thing we did on the um, this doesn't have to be end of month, this is E date. All right, so inventory, we want to use, which one did I do that took, that did the index? Is that retained earnings? Yeah. So I just want the same formula. Except I am indexing balance sheet 12 instead. All right, let's pray this is it. We can finish this up. Get on to, well, stream's probably going to be done after this. I did not think this was going to take this long, but I mean, it was 100% necessary to do this update. So 12, match, da da da. Otherwise, do this one. Hey, there we go. All right. Automation is tough, but it's good when you get it right. And I think we're good to go now. Just gonna highlight these. Now, I mean, I probably would have more time this afternoon to stream more and start the integration, but we're just gonna wait till tomorrow. No need to try and burn out on this. All right, got all those highlighted, so when we go to do it, it'll be quick. Let's also quickly test the end of, make sure the end of a mid-year works. Nothing looks weird. No, that's good. Nothing weird here. Yeah, the end year. Oh, shoot. Come on. Accumulated depreciation. So this has to zero out on the end year, obviously. Now, this is why we're doing this here. So that can't be right. What did I do here? If e-date data is 0. So F5 is not greater than is equal to. So this formula is just dumb. This has to be if year changes to a year formula. If year of C5 is greater than C7 or equal to, then it always has to be 0. Oops, not C67. Okay. Back to matching on this. And now we're going to have to go back and recheck if that works when we're at a partial as well. Okay, that looks good. Looking good. All right, this is probably the last check I'm hoping. So if we go up here, partial end month, what do we see? Balanced. All right, that's great. Great, 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 great. No errors. Looks good. Looks good here. Okay. And then finally, obviously, let's put it in the last month, last year. Make sure that looks good. Yep, nothing's broken there. These timing assumptions honestly are one of the hardest things to do, but I think it makes the models better. So that's why I'm taking all the time to make it right. And if you buy a template like this, and you will thank me for all the work that's being put into this right now, as it does help a lot. All right, this looks great. One more thing, let's try the last year, but a partial. So let's say it was a little bit earlier. Also, oh shoot, we gotta check NA. Oh wait, we don't have NA, we just zero out. If it's not an exit, we just zero out the multiple. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Looking good. Looking good, 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 good. Okay. Well, that's any possible scenario, like the if you end on the last month, partially in the last year of the last, or yeah, in the last year, or partially in a previous year. Oh, let's make sure if you end in a full previous year, so like the very end of year 4. Perfect. Okay, so that blank logic is now updated. This is going to be updated in the primary template. Also, you get the nice formatting changes. Next week, I'm going to go, or not next week, tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'll be streaming again, and we're going to get into updating the website or app recurring revenue financial model, startup model. So this is going to get a full overhaul. It's going to have the three statement model integrated, the cap table. This is in my top template sold on SmartHelping.com. You can see this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, number 6. And we'll be going down here. We'll do this one. We'll do the car wash. This three statement model is what I've just updated today. Product as a service. Ooh, that'll be a fun one. Freemium mobile app lending as a service. And we'll just go down the line from there and work through all the industry specific templates and all the SaaS models. And then also the lending models. Let's see. Yeah, all these would be needed except for this final one. So a lot of work to do. Don't forget, check out smarthelping.com, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Note, if you buy anything on the site, you can get the pitch deck ready financial visuals and general three statement model for free. Or if you purchase one of these, you can get any other $45 template for free. And I am done for the day. Tomorrow, I guarantee we are starting on, now that that three statement model is fully updated, we can start on the integration of our next one. And it's going to be great. I can't wait to see how this update made the integration process easier for tomorrow.